would say is the best 360 camera on the market today. This is the Garmin Verb 360 rugged 5.7K spherical camera. It features a 1-hour battery life, it's waterproof up to 10 meters, weight is only 160 grams, so it's very, very light, about the same weight as a GoPro. This guy actually has 4 microphones placed around the camera to record spherical audio, so if you have a headset on and you turn around, it really feels like you're really there. Now, what I would say sets this camera apart from every other 360-degree camera that has ever been made is the app that goes along with it and all of the features that you have in that app. So I've played around with some 360-degree video in the past, like the Samsung 360-degree camera, and the most challenging part about it was the whole stitching process afterwards. You would have to use a piece of software that was still kind of in beta mode, and the outcome just didn't really look that great because you're taking like an HD image and trying to stretch it, and it just was not super great. And what Garmin has done with the camera and the app is just taken care of everything. So it automatically stitches it in the app, and you're able to just move it around, set points of where you want the video to start and turn and end, zoom in, zoom out. Everything is just perfectly streamlined. Now, for all of our test footage in this video, I got the opportunity last weekend to go to the Fort Lauderdale Air Show and stick this camera inside the cockpit of a stunt plane, and you'll truly be able to see the advanced stabilization that is capable with this camera. It's truly remarkable. So when we connect to the Wi-Fi of the camera and pull up the app here, you can see all the media that has previously been recorded on this camera. And then if we go to export, you have 2 options. The first is a true 360-degree 4K plus immersive experience. This would be great if you're going to a headset, or like YouTube and Facebook have the ability to support 360-degree video. Or you can do hyperframe, which is one of my favorite features. And basically, it will take the 360-degree video, but you can direct where people are watching on a 2D screen, which is much more normal for people to view. You tap here to direct, and you can zoom in and zoom out and pan all around, up and down, full 360-degree view. So I have the stabilization turned on, and it is an optical stabilization. The camera itself does not move while it's recording, so it's not like a gimbal. It just takes all of the GPS and compass data after the fact once it's stitched together and figures out where the horizon is and keeps it level. Now in this video, you'll see the stabilization is not quite perfect at some points. It will fall a little bit behind, but this is probably the most intense stabilization this camera would probably be put in anyways. And for most conditions here, the stabilization is mind-blowing how accurate it is. So since this camera is 5.7K, you can zoom in pretty far on the image, which I definitely saw was one of the issues before, like with the Samsung camera, because when you're filming this wide, you can't really see too many details that are far away, so you really need that higher resolution so you can see the full picture. So once you've chosen all of your keyframes, you'll hit done and then next, and then depending on how long your video clip is, it'll take a minute or 2 to actually do the whole processing and export that final video for you to save right to your mobile device, and from there you can send it anywhere. Now this is a pretty expensive 360-degree camera, coming in around $800, and if you compare that to the GoPro Fusion, which is about $400, you could buy 2 of those for the price of this one. Now that whole comparison between those 2 cameras is in a separate video, but I can tell you just from the build quality, the application, and the actual quality of the cameras, I am very happy with the Garmin Verb 360. Now, one last note here, this camera is great for filming just about anything, but it especially is good for filming planes and jets and race cars and things that move fast. The US Navy Blue Angels also use this camera, and it really shows off their skills at flying super close together, and it's just incredible footage. In the Garmin app, there's another feature that I find really impressive. You can do a little overlay of the speed and G-force and some other information that the camera experiences. So it's just incredible. This is the most advanced 360-degree camera on the market today. I can't wait to film more with this guy. It is just so impressive. If you're interested in picking one up, I'll leave the link in Amazon down below. Thank you for watching, and as always, don't forget to keep it pro.